Hello, ladies and nerds. Welcome to the FBA, the Film Buffs Anonymous, where no film will be safe. My name is Chema, and I'm here to talk to you about the conclusion of the Hunger Games series, Mockingjay Part 2. I love the Hunger Games. I actually read the books before seeing the movies because I'm a hipster, that's what I do. I really liked the first one. It suffered a little bit from the shaky cam, and then Catching Fire came out, and that was just an incredible feat. In my opinion, the most faithful adaptation to a book ever into a movie. It was a perfect execution. Then Part 1 came out, and that had audiences divided. I liked it, but I felt like that it was unnecessary. But you know, Lionsgate needs to eat, so money. Part 2 was very interesting. It was definitely a departure in tone from Part 1. This was more dark, more gritty. Definitely the most violent of the 4 movies. And the performances are still great. Jennifer Lawrence leads the cast in a magnificent way. She is the perfect Katniss. She manages to grab the role and turn it into. She manages to deliver, which is more than necessary, and she's great. Josh Hutcherson is also great. He manages to balance out that diabolic brainwash that they did to him in the past movie, and he pulls it out great. This movie was star-studded. I forgot how many people were in this movie. Woody Harrelson was also great. Elizabeth Banks also great. Donald Sutherland as President Snow, I think, was fantastic. He was always a great choice for the role. Kills it as this in this last performance. Julianne Moore was also great. She went a little bit on the crazy side. Kind of remind me of her performance in Carrie, but she was also excellent. I only found like 2 or 3 differences from the book in the movie, which is fine. I mean, some differences had to be made. I think it was mainly to keep it PG-13 because it was still, while it was very violent, there were some things that were ignored from the books in the movie that they would have been too dark, maybe too dark. But I still think this is an excellent example of how to make an adaptation of a dystopian novel. Francis Lawrence knocks it out of the park with this one again. The only problem that it suffers, because it is so faithful to the novel, is that it suffers from the same problem that the novel had, which is that it doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't satisfactorily close the franchise. I felt like, yes, some things work, but some things it didn't. If I could have gotten a little bit more, it would have been better. But then again, this is an adaptation. It's not trying to make it better, and it works. And it works fine. It's not Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, but it's a great finale. I'm gonna score this film a solid 8.6. Yeah, 8.6 out of 10. This is a great conclusion, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us.